Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and blessings, and keep up the lessons. This is none other than your Brother Taalib from the Brother Taalib Show. And tonight I'm at work, hoodied up, outside on the docks of the warehouse that I work at. But just to bring some reminder in relation, and this is, of course, again, the financial and business segment of my show, and that I'm touching base on areas of business, but ultimately understanding how things are, you know, metaphorically to say, are like mutating and evolving. Okay, we can say that as well, into different types of ways of how money is going to be accumulated, how money is going to be existent in our time, and especially coming into the future. And even when it comes to business, how business is going to be so pegged, so connected with technology more than it has ever been, and how the digital space is going to be the forefront or forerunner of business and finance. And we don't realize this. We're a lot of us are still in the old school, old ways, being dependent on centralized, control by central banks, by banks that fall under the central banks, and the Federal Reserve, and all these people who have control over how your money is utilized, how you gain wealth, how you, if you can even pay your mortgage for your home, if you can pay your taxes on, all of this, your bills, everything that we do in our life is geared to how money flows, how money is distributed to us, And in this time, if you look at the word money, you got to understand, and in relation to time, because in certain aspects, when it comes to the economical or economics, as they teach you, whether it's micro or macro economics, they teach you about how money is highly connected to time. Money is paid in time. Okay, in a sense like this, your time is paying. You're paying, or the people that work for you, you pay them for their time. And then the people who work and utilize their time, they're trying to exchange that for money, their energy and their time, their full-fledged bodily, physical energy, for and the time that it takes within the time span that they are working and utilizing that energy from their body, is giving them payments in money. Now, what my thing is, and what my brain was been thinking and was processing all these different thoughts as I was listening to some very well informed videos, and I will try to post it in the description of the two main videos I was watching of these intelligent young men. I can't say their name right now, but I will write it in the description because I don't want to make a mistake and put the wrong name out there. But it was two basic videos that I saw, and I'll put the name of the stream, or actually the name of the person who is the channel that did these interviews of these two gentlemen. But they really inspired me to even speak right now, and to bring it out, bring my thoughts out, because I do want to benefit the people as I do within my show. That is my main process. My main objective is to try to help others besides myself, and then put it out there, get it out there, so that people can become aware, because awareness is what is a great benefit for the people, to be able to live better. When you know about what's going on, you know about things, you know how to maneuver yourself, you know how to position yourself. So, to getting to that point of positioning yourself, are you ready? Yeah, that's my main. That's one of my main slogans. But basically, what I'm trying to say, we don't understand money like we should, and we have to do research. We have to study. You should study the origin of it. you can Google it now. You got Wikipedia, you got all these pedias, Leakopedia, whoever, WikiLeaks, leaks or whatever, and just Google, which has thousands and thousands and thousands upon, if not millions yet, of information for you to be able to extract knowledge about money. That's just one of the many things that are out or that are there for you to extract from. And you get this and take it and utilize it and apply it to your life now. How should you be acting? You should be acting, and this is from my opinion, but opinion backed by facts and backed by research of my own and experience in my own life situations that have led me to where I had to do what I had to do. I had to make decisions, and I still have to make decisions, and I have to press on my family that is up under my wing, up under my, my maintaining and looking out for and providing for, is that they know this and have gotten them involved, like my two wives, and my children, and on is who I can inspire and influence, to do the right thing for themselves, because you have to be positioned, you have to maneuver, and with money is maneuvering itself, and it's not just by itself that it's maneuvering, or we say evolving, as it evolved from the state that it was and the state that it evolved from there to be what it is that we know of it now. But our minds, our mentality is locked in. We're blinded in a sense, because we don't see what's really going on. You know what I mean? You kind of blinded by the blocks in your mind, like, oh no, I'm used to cash. Oh no, I'm used to having money tangibly in front of me, having stacks. I got to get stacks. I got the stacks and put them on tables and count them out, like the big time hustlers in the street do as a a basic narrative of this is who they are. They rich. They got stacks. That was what represents them as being rich and big money people. You know what I'm saying? Shop callers, big money ballers, and all that stuff. And this is just representations, all these stacked dollars, which have no real value. It has no real value. It's tangible, it's there, it's a physical thing, but it has no real value of how this paper came to be more valuable than gold, even. Let's get into that. Or more valuable than silver. And they're precious stones, precious metals. They have more work value. You can use them. They have more use value. You understand? You can put them to use for things. You can't do nothing with no dollars. Dollars represent a value in the number of the digits. Listen to that word, digital. Yeah, okay. Let's move on still. So you can't get you can't really do anything but burn it and get warm from it. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat it. You can't consume. You're gonna get sick. Oh yeah, you can wipe your butt with it. Yeah, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can put it in areas to fill areas up, and in cracks and crevices in your home. So, and then those animals like mice, they'll take it and chew on it. It's paper. It's not. It doesn't have much use. Now, when you write on it and you put those images and you put the number, then it becomes something, because someone did that. Someone who was in charge of this bill note, like the Treasury, yeah, like the central banks, yeah, the ones who initially created the fiat money. But money itself is value. It's an idea of value. People had money that were made, and I was just listening to one of these guys speak, talking about back in before colonialism really set in from the European person coming into Africa. They took, the Africans, I don't know if it was West Africa or which parts, I can't remember, but they used to use glass beads as money. Yeah. And before that, even more ancient, like in Egypt and different places, they would use different articles of material, of clothing, silks, fabrics, in exchange. It was called trading. Now, I spoke about this before. I sent video out about it, which had to be taken off YouTube because it had a copyright regulation on it, and I couldn't use it. So, but he was talking about money, and one of the guys, he does his own show, What is Money? And I will give him his name in the description. And don't forget, okay, to subscribe, because you're going to get more from me. If you subscribe, you connect with me, you be in the loop. I'm trying to keep you people in the loop. So that's the best way for you to get in the loop with what I'm trying to bring. And any information that I get, I'm gonna let it off. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna feed you with it, and you can consume it and nurture yourself. Nurture this brain, so then you know how to make maneuvers and you know how to function, right? So again, back to the point, money is evolving. It's evolving from those times when they used it as beads. Money was valued as beads, in beads. And then later on, money was valued in gold. Money was valued in silver. And then today, money is valued in what? Cryptocurrency. Yes, digital currency. Yes. Are you ready? Are you aware? Are you awake? Because you better be, because things are going on. Things are happening behind closed doors and outside in a transparent way, right in front of you. I'm your brother. I'm right in front of you. Transparently, you bringing it to you. I'm not hiding and say, oh, no, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to be on my me tip like a lot of the young youth that are today. Me, it's a mode of life. I've been there. I've went through that time, just thinking about yourself. Selfishness. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Or self-righteousness, thinking you know it all. It's this disease of arrogance that comes down through the whispers of the shaitan. Yeah. And those of you who don't know who shaitan is, if you first time listening, is devil in Arabic, or the shait, or the Lucifer in Arabic, in other words. Okay. So basically, back to the point. Your mentality has to change and evolve and adapt with how things are changing. You have to position yourself. You have to start realizing that, money is just evolving to another level of that, where it can be utilized in a major way, and it can be vastly obtained and held. And this also leads to, if I'm correct, the hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I'm going to try to find it. I really need to try to find it. I'm going to watch it. Of course, I always watch my videos to make sure any errors that I make, I have to edit it or whatever when I do my creating in the YouTube space. But I have remembered from that this saying that whether it's from the Prophet or from the Quran, but Allah knows best, and may I be corrected if I'm wrong. But either one of them, or one of the statements of the Salaf, meaning the companions of the Prophet, the early generations of the Muslims, they said, and this is for everybody, even if you're not Muslim, because you can take the meaning of it to help you to say, wow, if that was already predicted by one of God's prophets, if you are a God-fearing believer, at least. If you're not, then okay, you atheist, all right. Well, believe in just as it is a parable or something, whatever that it fits for you. Okay, however it fits you, take the benefit some kind of way. If you're not going to take it from a position of being a God-fearing person, okay, because I don't discriminate. But anyway, that it was mentioned that in the times of one of the signs to the day of judgment coming, and this is as believers of Muslims especially, and Judeo-Christians and Jewish people believe in, there's a day of judgment. There's going to be a day of reckoning. There's going to be a day that we're going to, after death, be resurrected, and we're going to be judged on our actions in this life, because Allah placed us here for the actions to please Him, for to do this first for Him and worship Him. And going away from that and doing things is going to lead us into a position where we're not going to be pleasing to Him. So He has to judge us. He's going to judge us on that, because He told us and He promised that. So, but anyway, back to the point. We are, you know, seeing the sign that is saying that was said that money is going to be vast. It's going to be so vast that it is not going to be worried about anymore. People are not going to care about it. That's not going to be the most important thing. And this is when you have these what's the name, doomsday preppers. This is some of the stuff they actually say. So we're getting closer to that time, and we're learning as in Islam. Yeah, we know we're getting closer to the day of judgment, and it's not a scary thing because we're gonna all have to perish. We're gonna all meet our day that we're gonna die. And from some of you, you don't like hearing that. I mean, it's a reality. Just see what's going on with the pandemic. Not to make you bust your bubble and your happy bubble of life, but I'm a realist in that aspect. And we got to accept some of these, the good, and we got to accept the bad of what life is. And if you feel that death is bad, okay, that's up to you. But it's part of life. Everything, and animals, creatures, all things on earth come to an end. They don't live forever. But basically, back to the point that we're coming close to the time, and so money is going to get to where it's not going to be a problem for many people. It's not going to be a thing that people will worry about, and we're getting close to that. And with the likes of the awakening of Bitcoin and its action and what it came into, which as the first cryptocurrency, it is an evolution, and it was the first process and spark. It was like a spark of the evolution of money growing into a different form of value. And it's a technological value. It's a digital value. You understand? Meaning now we're going to value what's in digits more than what we valued what's in the bank. Because the first digits started with money on a dollar and then started with money in the banks. And then evolved into money in the banks. So you don't really have your physical dollars in the bank. And you can look that up, Google it, research it yourself. You have digits in your bank. So whatever you own, if you own $1,000 in a checking account or even a savings account, whichever, it doesn't matter, that $1,000 is not dollar bills in there. Now you may be able to redeem dollar bills because you have that record. It's a record of the number of digits that you have in that account. But once you remove that record, or how you think we able to do transactions on the bank, online banking now, and you can remove those digits. You're not getting dollars out that online on bank. You're removing those digits to your card as you put your card in, and your card retrieves the cash, the dollars out of the machine that they have, that they can give to anybody. That's how you have with people who hack. They can get it, and it's not theirs, but they hacked it and they got it. So that money is free to be given to whoever, if they are able to produce their identity and their card, and everything is theirs, right? So you'll be able to redeem that recorded amount of digits in the bank, correct? And then when you deal with payment services like PayPal, PayPal is a transferring payment service. So it's really taking money from your bank, that if you're going to use it at times, and then because it has a feature, and that it holds money for you too. It holds the digits as well there in their data banks of recording that transaction that came from your bank originally and transferred into them. And now you can even use Walmart and different other, with your card, debit card or PayPal card, to transfer your money, your cash into that payment services feature of holding your money. Okay, these are things that you can learn. I've learned them through true experience, and I've learned them listening to people who know. I've learned it from listening to business people. I've learned it from listening to financial analysts, that they speak about these things and they use them and mention them in their talks about what's this and what's that and how does that work and why is this like this and why that is there, how that functions that way. What was it made for to function this way? So we need to learn these things. We need to educate ourselves. Remember what I say? Peace and blessings, but keep up the lessons. Yeah, I pray upon the Muslims to have blessings in their life, and the non-Muslims that you guided and you have blessings as well. But um, we have to be mindful, and we have to use our brains that we've been blessed with. We got to use it and to position ourselves, be prepared, know what we're going to be doing. No, excuse me, I think I'm getting bit by a mosquito or something. And this is what I'm saying here. There was some other thoughts that I had, but I don't know if I got into those thoughts. They may come back to me later, and I'll bring them out that I want to give to you guys. But this is it. It's been 20 minutes in. I have to go back to work, of course, before they start missing me. And so, you guys just take heed. And I hope you benefited from this and what I'm saying, and it sparks something off in you to go along with the new spark and the new way and the evolution of where money is going. And we want to go there. We need to evolve with it. As mankind has always been known to evolve and adapt to their surroundings and adapt to their circumstances. This is what is part of us. This is how Allah created us. This is how God created us. So we have to make these moves, people. Come on. Wake up, people. Nah. All right. So over and out, and peace and blessings. And keep up the lessons. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that like button and share and share and share. A like. All right. Take care. Have a good evening. Well, actually, good morning, because it's in the morning. And good day to come. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings, and keep up the lessons.